A new developer is trying to bring a student housing complex to the Tech Terrace neighborhood right across the street from Texas Tech. This comes nearly 2 years after the Lubbock City Council denied a similar request from another developer after months of organized pushback from the neighborhood.
KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden joins us now with why the developers say this time around will be different. Brittany?
Karen and Abner, this developer CEO says he's seen the difficulty other groups have had trying to bring student housing to this historic area. He hopes more collaboration with the neighborhood will result in a different vote.
For us as a neighborhood, I feel it spoke volumes that they reached out to us.
2 weeks ago, members of Pinecrest, a developer out of Illinois, met with the Tech Terrace Unit Neighborhood Association to discuss its new proposal. CEO Tyler Perlmutter says while previous developers may have seen the neighbors' concerns as hurdles, he sees them as opportunities.
And, the fact that we're actually working with a neighborhood group that is so engaged in the neighborhood and keeping it beautiful, that's actually important to us.
He hopes to bring a 5-story student housing complex to 19th Street, right across from the university. It would house 584 students in 221 units. Once again, Association President Melissa Grimes says she and her neighbors are concerned about where those students will park.
We also have streets that already accumulate some Texas Tech student traffic, right, who come over and park their cars here. It is a legitimate concern.
The plan includes a 5-story parking garage and a surface parking lot. After getting some feedback, Pinecrest upped the number of parking spots from 288 to 315.
And we did that by reducing the size of our pool because we're listening and we hear that that's a concern for our neighbors, and we're not going to ignore that. And our goal is to not create, more parking on the street.
The next step for Pinecrest is to request a zoning change, which would require half a parking space per unit. Their proposal calls for nearly 3 times as many. Grimes says she understands compromise, but will still be diligent in protecting Tech Terrace.
If we're starting in a collaborative mode, perhaps we have a chance to really affect the aesthetic, the effect on our neighborhood of this particular project, and certainly have our voices heard.
The hope is that by the time we go to P&Z and then to City Council, eventually we have a project, a proposal that the neighborhood is proud of.
Like Perlmutter mentioned, that P&Z, or Planning and Zoning meeting, is the next step. Pinecrest will present its project in 1 week, next Thursday evening at 6 at Citizens Tower. Grimes says some Tech Terrace neighbors will, of course, also be there. Karen and Abner.
Thank you.